What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 6 of Buckets of Duckets. Guys, I am your host, Chase Myers, and over there is my co-host, the great one, Josh Watts.
Boom. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6. That is a number that is more than 5, but is also less than 10.
Oh, you gave yourself a lot of room there. You gave yourself a lot. I thought you were going to go 7. I will admit, I have been shocked at how often you've actually, you've swerved me. I've, on 3 occasions, been like, I know where this is going to go. It's got to be fucking 7. And then here comes 10.
Dude, I will work everybody in this fucking podcast into thinking, you never know where I'm going, dude.
Never.
Dirtiest mathematician in the game. We're sponsored by Bang now.
Oh, I didn't realize that, but okay. You gotta be careful, dude. People are trying to take our videos down.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah. Guys, by the way, thank you everybody that supported so far on this show. We've done 5 episodes now, which I'm super excited about. Just the momentum we got going. But thank you guys to everybody that waited for our YouTube version to come out of the last episode, because it was a couple days late because big YouTube wanted to fuck us.
They tried to bend us over and fuck us. They fucked us with the Bill of Rights right in our freedom-loving asses. And I tell you what, as a veteran who fought for freedom, I am cheesed off. All right? Cheesed off.
And Josh doesn't say that lightly.
No. If you know anything about me, you know if I say cheesed off, violence follows.
I've known Josh for 37 years. I've never heard this man say cheesed off. Okay, this is a new level that you have brought upon us, YouTube.
I don't know who's in charge of YouTube, but I'm just gonna start beating up employees until they tell me.
Take me to him. Show me where he's at. Okay,
I'm coming for you little video editing nerds. I'm gonna beat the shit out of every one of you until you tell me it's Zuckerberg or whoever's in charge, and then I'm coming for him.
It's on them. If you don't say something, it's on you, okay? You're going to get your coworker beat the fuck up because you won't turn over your boss. Stop being selfish. You know who we want.
You want to come home and see a dude like me beating up your babysitter and your children? No? Then tell me who the fuck runs YouTube. How about that?
I'm not Googling shit. You tell me. You tell me who it is.
Nah, dude. My fingers are too muscular to type in Google phrases.
No, these hands are made for punching, okay? That's what these hands are for. All day.
This head is made for knocking teeth out, not for thinking, all right?
Absolutely.
I came here to fight, not to learn.
Yeah, man. So I was really excited about the last episode we did, and I put in a lot of extra work and put in some clips from the stand-up that we were talking about, because I didn't want us to just butcher all of our favorite jokes.
Shit. I did nothing.
It's amazing how we were like, this is my favorite special of all time. I've watched it at least 300 times, and then we butchered the joke that we love so much. Yeah.
There's nobody I love more than Matt Hedberg, all right?
Okay.
I've listened to his special 76 times.
Oh, dude, this is what I did.
Jack Gaffigan every day. I listen to Jack Gaffigan every day of my life.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite comedian. Greg Giraldo and Nate Bargatze. That's who got us taken down for a little bit. Nate, I knew Nate. I knew he was coming for me. I knew he wasn't gonna let me have that.
He ain't gonna let you have it.
No, that man will never let me have shit. I can't carve my own lane out for nothing without that man trying to block me.
I didn't want to tell you until we were on camera so that you wouldn't make a scene, but he did email me and asked me to do a podcast with him.
Oh, I bet he did. I bet he did. Let me guess.
Yeah.
Is it just 2 friends just chatting it up and talking about their week?
Yeah,
is that
it's just about us being,
of course. And
it's just about us being best friends.
Yeah. And I know what's going to happen. That shit's going to end up on Epics or some it's going to end up somewhere. HBO is going to have
It's already going to be a movie. They already reached out to us to make it into a movie.
Podcast. The movie. We're in sync over here at Buckets of Duckets. We are in sync over here at Buckets of Duckets.
It's really good to see you, man. It's been a long week.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So yeah, Nate and Greg Giraldo, I guess his estate or somebody. I don't know. I guess I used too much of their clips,
because he's dead,
or I pulled.
right?
Yeah, that's why I said estate. That's like,
I was just clearing it up.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know some of the dum dums that listen to this podcast don't know that estate means somebody's dead.
Oh, that's true. I forget
But if
about
they
all these
say
dum dums.
estate, the late, the past, deceased, formerly alive, used to be here. There's a lot of phrases that mean dead.
Yes. And thank you for educating us on that, Josh.
No problem.
It needed to be said.
No problem.
It needed to be said.
This has been Josh's Corner. Come back next week when I teach you something else.
I can't wait. I love this new segment. It's my favorite new segment.
Everybody's gonna love this segment.
Yeah. Just inside baseball. It took me like 2 days to edit all this together and to throw it up. And then it was a big file. It took literally like 12, 15 hours for it to finally upload on YouTube. It got on YouTube.
It took fucking forever.
It was up for 10 minutes and then it was taken down. It immediately happened. But I'm happy with the way it came out because we ended up being able to just take those moments out of the show. So if you normally watch this on YouTube, you probably saw those quick little cuts. Hopefully it didn't take too much from it. So
and now Chase is never going to listen to Gregory Giraldo again.
Never. Oh, so hold on. This is what I did on that episode that I'm ashamed of. We were talking about botching. We were talking about botching jokes or whatever. So I go to this is about Greg too. I go to say my fourth favorite special of all time is Greg Giraldo's Midlife Vices. Right. Well, that's great, but the fucking special is called. I'm sorry, Midlife Crisis is what I said. The fucking special is called Midlife Vices, and I'm just over here saying this is my favorite thing.
While you're holding the DVD,
I'm holding the DVD with the title. The other thing that I did that just has kept me up for days is Brian Regan's special is called The Epitome of Hyperbole. You know, it's a play on epitome of hyperbole. Yeah. And I just couldn't do both words wrong. So I kept saying epitome of hyperbole. I was splitting the difference the whole time. And I had people literally and it fucked some people up because like our buddy literally was like, dude, you got to learn how to say hyperbole.
Yeah, it's not. It's not flying.
That's not what it is.
I had a lot of fun trying to justify my horrible picks.
Yeah, how you feel about that now that you've had a week to think about what you did?
Be honest with you, man. Good. I hope you're fucking mad. I hope no. Burn it down. No, but honest to God, dude, I was blown away. Up until we recorded that night, I thought Ray Stevens was everyone in the world's first introduction to comedy. I was so sure that I would say Ray Stevens, and you'd be like, and then we'd start telling stories about Ray Stevens jokes and stuff that we knew and loved. Fucking nothing.
Some people came to your defense, though.
A couple, yeah.
There were a couple people that said, no, I know Ray. Somebody said something about, this was the most like, this is how you've heard of Ray Stevens. Somebody said that they would go to their grandma's house as a kid and drink coffee milk and watch Ray Stevens. And I was like, oh, yeah, that is exactly how you would have found out.
Yeah, your grandma had a VHS of Ray Stevens. That's probably right.
Yeah, that's mostly the fan base. Okay, so I'll cop to this. I didn't know who you were talking about when you told me that, right? I had no idea. And then I started looking for clips so I can show the world this hidden genius of
Ray Stevens.
Of Ray Stevens and his country
comedic genius.
His country song parodies. And I stumbled across the
bangers.
The clip that we played in the episode, the whole like the squirrel went berserk in the church. So
the first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula.
Yep, that one.
YouTube's gonna take that down.
Yep, that one. And yeah, dude, I'm trying to do no clips this week. All right, I can't have you giving perfect imitations of the artists that we love. Okay.
Just seeing that clip, watching because I watch our own podcast because I think it's really good.
Oh, I love looking at me.
Just seeing that little clip, no joke. Hearing that song, that little clip makes me so happy. I don't know. It just. I know it's bad or whatever, but I fucking love it. It's like watching like people that still watch Full House.
Full House didn't deserve that. Why you took that shot at Full House? Full House ain't never did nothing but be wholesome.
That's what I'm saying. That's what Ray Stevens is. How many times Ray Stevens ever been arrested with a prostitute and some crack? Not twice. I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you that much. It's definitely not twice.
He learned his lesson.
When I'm watching that, I realized I knew the squirrel song. I did know that song because like we've mentioned,
because it's a classic.
As it's a classic, as we've mentioned, as a kid, I was raised very
Purple Rain, Superstitious, Mississippi Squirrel, Pascagoula. Everybody knows that, dude.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm here to apologize. Okay, I'm clearly late. All right, but I realized that back in my church, whenever I was a kid, that song was out there. I realized, like, I vaguely remember people joking about this song and but yeah, that was the only. I would have never known that dude was Ray Stevens. I wouldn't have known anything else. Those fucking video clips had like 15 million views on them and shit.
Yeah, dude.
I know that's not a surprise to you, but I am hella surprised. I showed everybody in the Pacific Northwest up here. I was like, "You ever seen this guy?" They're like, "What the fuck are you showing me?" I lost so many friends.
What is this right now? Clubs canceled your bookings. They're like, "Hey, look, we heard about this Ray Stevens stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you.
We can't have that here." That is.
What if that was big YouTube?
It's all big YouTube now. I'm convinced.
Fuck.
Any problems I'm gonna have in my life, I know where they come from now. Trying to keep us back. Another apology I need to make for our list is and you were kind of close to this because you were trying to guess what my number one was, and you said you thought it would either be Chris Rock or Carlin.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no Carlin on our list, and we didn't even really speak on Carlin.
And your phone screen is still Carlin, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got Pryor and Carlin on my like lock screens on my phone. Carlin is absolutely one of my like influences, and
you don't even need to. It doesn't even really need to be said. I guess it does.
No,
like,
well, he doesn't need to be left off Carlin. When we mentioned everybody else. We fucking.
Personally, I fucking hate Carlin. I think he's a hack, and I don't ever want.
Buddy, the strikes on you with your Richard Pryor take and your fucking George Carlin take now are like not looking good. Like this might be the podcast.
I love George Carlin. Bill and Ted. Good shit.
This might be the podcast of how we become not friends. I think that's actually what this is us documenting.
It's a story. It's a story of how we become rivals.
Yeah, that's exactly what this. What if that's what like a year from now we're still doing the show, but we just get on to talk shit to each other?
Hey, you motherfucker!
Don't know comedy ass motherfucker. So my problem with Carlin, this was why I couldn't put him on the thing. He's got 13 specials. I don't know that one. I don't know what my favorite one is of those 13. And so I didn't want to just be like, here's all of Carlin's catalog, because that's cheating too. So it's just, and he's got some that are kind of they're not all great.
I don't like the the older stuff where he's the hippy dippy, like
the hippy dippy Weatherman. You don't like hippy dippy Weatherman?
The old I don't not like it, but he got what he did later was so good that it
Yeah, his last special I love because at the very beginning of it he comes out and he goes fuck Tiger Woods and fuck Lance Armstrong, and neither one of them had gotten in trouble yet at that point. At that point they were both just like perfect American heroes, and he saw through the bullshit on both. Now Tiger's still a good dude. He just likes to fuck or whatever. Like
and drugs.
His main thing is, well, he got back problems, bro. He's just taking some pills, passing out on a highway.
I got back problems too. You don't see me doing pills and fucking porn stars.
I am. You see me doing that all the time.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait.
I didn't mean to make this moment. I gotta stand up for Tiger now. Tiger, as much to me as any of the. I played golf this past week. Okay, I'm in it. All right. And Lance Armstrong, they hadn't found out how big of a piece of shit he is yet, and so that's just my favorite moment because that.
So wait, is Lance? He's just a piece of shit because he was doping. He
was doping, and then anybody that tried to come out against him, he basically ruined their life. Like, he was so powerful that, like, there was a There was an
I'm
American.
still wearing the bracelet right now, dude.
Yeah, it's bad look. Yeah, don't.
Fuck.
Yeah, this is not a time to live strong anymore. Okay, we don't do that anymore. We
I
don't.
used to drive all the way out to Dick's just to pay $8 or whatever it was for those stupid fucking bracelets to wear for a little while.
Everybody had them, and that's the thing too.
I didn't give two shits about cancer. I just wanted to have the fucking bracelet. I was young.
That's very honest of you. But that's the thing too. Is
Hey,
he was just
inside
so known.
baseball, Chase saying that's very honest to you means he's going to cut it so I don't look like a monster.
Oh,
like this dude has a family. Don't put that in.
Can't put that out there, dude. I gotta protect us, man. I can't be the reason that we don't have a career anymore. Like I'm the one controlling what we put out. I can't like.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Like, okay, all right, let's change that. This is something I've been wanting to talk about for a couple episodes, and I haven't. So let's talk about it now. In the first episode, I got in hella trouble with some ladies because I talked too openly about too many relationships in the first episode, apparently, and that caused me some trouble in my life. But here's the thing: is either I'm just dumb and like don't understand women, which that can't be it.
There's no way.
There's no way that's what it is. But like, I edited the episode. I listened to it 5-6 times, you know, and at no point did I think like, well, this is something I need to take out so that I get in trouble. Like, I did it basically. I documented something to get me in trouble forever. It's still there. Go back and check.
Go back and check the archives, bros.
Yeah, it's there. If I could go back and change one, I'd change it, cut that shit out. Mm-hmm. Not have women mad at me.
Still be fucking.
Look at me now. Not fucking.
Look at what you're doing now. Not fucking. Just recording a podcast.
That's not what I want to be.
Nate Bargatze's best friend.
Oh man.
The other day I was bathing Zoe, and she's got some new phrases that, dude, every day with a 4-year-old is just you learn something new that they learned that you didn't know they knew. And she was sitting in the tub, and she just leaned back till she was floating, and she held her hand up and goes, "It's a lazy Sunday, bro."
What?
Dude. It was like one of the highlights of my life.
Is that something? Do you say that? I was about to say, where did you get that?
All right. The bro, I do this all the time. I'm going to get judged as the father for this, but one of our favorite movies to watch is No Holds Barred.
Tell people what that is. I don't think everybody knows what that is. Yeah.
No Holds Barred is the 89 Hulk Hogan classic movie with Tiny Zeus Lister. The movie was written, Vince McMahon and Hulk Hogan locked themselves in a hotel room for like over a weekend or a 4-day weekend and did a whole bunch of coke and wrote a movie and then made it. And that's exactly what it is.
That's my dream.
It's one of the greatest. Dude, it's one of the greatest things ever put on cinema.
That's my dream. I want to have enough power to where I can have a coke binge weekend. And then, like, jobs are created. Jobs are created because I locked myself in a room for 2 days, and now a movie's happening. People's lives are changed. Like, that's what I want. Everybody come.
Some idiot in Louisiana is going to worship this movie for the rest of his life. I remember going to and seeing this movie in the little dollar theater in Baton Rouge.
Wait, Broadmoor Theater?
Yeah, Broadmoor Theater. Yeah.
Yep.
It was after it had come. You know, in Baton Rouge, they had a movie theater, like after the movies went to the big one. If you went and saw a movie like a month or two late, you could see it for $1 at this theater, and it was the greatest thing ever. I remember when the first Batman came out, we saw it in the regular theater 3 or 4 times because I was a 9-year-old. And then when I went to the dollar theater, my mom would just take me there for the day and let me go in the movies, and she would go to the little flea market store next door.
Yeah.
In the 80s, and you could leave kids.
Yeah.
And I just watched Batman over and over and over for $1. But I remember she took me to go see No Holds Barred, and I brought in 2 Hulk Hogan toys in my hands. And the dude behind the counter told me I couldn't bring him in. And
because it's going to do what? Yeah.
I cried. I had to take him and put him out in the car. I cried so hard. I was crying until the movie started. I just I remember that so distinctly. I was 32 years old, and I was sitting in the...
What a monster that dude is. How do you tell? Hey, you can't bring these toys in here, child.
I was literally the only person watching that movie in the theater. What would it have hurt? I mean, I would have
What
been loud as fuck,
I
but I
know, but
was the
what could you
only
have done
person
with
in
them?
there.
I don't understand. What you gonna throw it at the screen? What are you gonna do? You're gonna be
One of them, if you pulled his head off, it was a knife. So,
oh, I understand. And you went in there
yeah.
knife out.
Oh yeah, I was like, I ain't paying for a ticket. My friend Hulk Hogan says I get to see this movie for nothing.
Well, actually, that does change the story. Now that dude's kind of brave that he stood up to you.
But so Zoe loves No Holds Barred,
Mhm.
and she likes to watch wrestling with me. She likes people's intros, like their poses and moves and stuff. And she does the ricochet, like she'll point. But now she really likes Matt Riddle. Dude,
Okay,
I'll get you a video of it
please.
where when he comes out, she will drop on her knee and she does
No
like
shit.
she'll do the dude. It's the greatest.
Oh, that's
thing
so
ever.
awesome.
She'll do the whole thing. So I don't know if the bro came from because she'll hear his music. His song starts with bro, and she'll hear that and come running into the room, and it's like it makes me so proud. But it's a lazy Sunday afternoon, bro.
Amazing.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my
That's
life.
amazing. That's pretty awesome. I remember going to that theater when I saw Aladdin in that theater as a kid.
Yeah.
And also I remember you could hear the other movie while you were watching your dollar movie. That it was that little so many people love that little shitty theater. Like it's like a favorite.
Oh, it was. I remember the floors were sticky when you walk
So
in.
nobody's cleaning.
Yeah,
it's $1. How are we gonna clean?
So when I turned, I think I've talked about it on the podcast before. I had a booth at a flea market for like 2 weeks. There was attached to the Broadmoor Theater was a flea market, and when I turned like 18 or 19, knew I was joining the military. I say the military because I didn't want to say Air Force. The Air Force. Look me up, bitches. I ain't afraid. Look me up. I don't fucking do it.
I don't know why you got defensive, but yeah, fucking do it. Fucking look them up.
So I thought I should sell some of my wrestling stuff, and I set up I paid for a booth at this flea market, and I didn't sell a single thing in like 3 or 4 weekends because people would come over, and I was like comic book guy from The Simpsons. Like kids would grab a Sting and a Bret Hart and start smacking them together. I'm like, well, they're in 2 different federations, and you don't know what you're doing, so put them down. You definitely don't need them.
They don't deserve them. If you don't know how to play with them, how can you trust those figures to a new home? How can you try that?
Hey,
that would not be right on your part.
It would be irresponsible.
Exactly.
Hey, why don't you take all 5 of your years and go fuck off? You know what I mean? Come on. I ended up buying more wrestling stuff from the other guy who had a toy booth in there. He was real, like, I'll never forget it. He was way older. I was 19. He was like an adult man. And he was real adversarial about it at first because I was setting up a toy booth. But, like, I didn't want to sell anything, and I just ended up buying his shit. But since I didn't sell anything, they eventually told me, like, hey, we're just going to not let you do this anymore. But I didn't want to tell my parents that I got in trouble for not, because they were the ones that were pushing me to sell. So I didn't want to tell them that I got kicked out. So they would drop me off on Saturdays, and I would just go into that dollar theater and watch movies.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to sell my toys, Mom.
I saw The Crow there like 7,000 times in 99.
Yeah. Let's see. I booked a gig, like a live stand-up.
A real stand-up?
A real stand is the first time I was actually
gross.
Yeah, it's gonna be scary. It's not till July. It's July 24th and 25th in Oregon, and I'm gonna be in Coos Bay, Oregon, at a casino, and the booker that booked it actually made me. I was really happy with her because she emailed like all the comics that she books, and basically just gave this long spiel about, hey, look, when things start to open back up, like you're gonna feel the need to like try to give people like discounts and take whatever money they offer you and shit. And she was like, don't change, like still like demand what you're worth. Don't like just go, because the second we know this, from the second that you say a lower dollar amount, they're never going back up. Like it's
Nope.
never going back up. I remember me and you ran a show in Louisiana at open mic, and we were like, yeah, we'll do it for this amount. And it was like a small amount, and we thought like, oh, once we get this thing rolling, they'll
When they see how good we are, they'll give us
they'll
more
start
money.
getting no, they didn't.
No, they just gave the show to somebody else.
Yeah, and they tried to figure out ways to not pay us. Really, they didn't even want to give us the shitty little money they was giving us.
Kate Street in Hammond, Louisiana.
Let them know. Let them know. We can't dance around anything.
Nah, dude, fuck it.
No, you're right. Go
Burn
in.
it all down.
Go in. But yeah, so I'm gonna be booked in July, so hopefully
In Oregon?
yeah, in Coos Bay, Oregon, which is like
They do comedy there?
no. I've performed
They
there.
will now.
I've performed there twice a year for 4 or 5 years now, as long as I've moved out here. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Josh. This is one of my least favorite gigs. And so
I hope they're listening to this.
you know what? I don't even care. That's where I'm at with it. Is that I have died so many deaths on that stage that like I know that they're like, there's no way Chase is coming back. And every fucking 5 months, here I come.
Here I am.
Here I am. This time I'm gonna get
I'm
through.
funny this time.
I can't wait. So this time is different because they're doing it on Friday and Saturday, and they used to do it.
Now, see, this time isn't different. Every time you think it's going to be different, and it's not.
You're right. You absolutely
You're
called
setting
that.
yourself up.
You absolutely called that. Why am I being optimistic? There's nothing to be optimistic about.
Nah, dude.
They used to do it on Wednesdays, right? And you do Wednesday 7 o'clock show and a 9 o'clock show. And 7 o'clock show would be 50 of the oldest casino people you've ever seen. Like
Just waiting to die.
just can't wait to die, right? And nothing really excites them, and I'm not
Except death.
on their level. Like the things that I talk about, they're not following. Like they're not gonna go with me when I'm talking about like only having some college and filling out the job application and shit like that. These people have been retired for 20 years. They don't have internet
That's
access.
my audience.
I have to be clean. Have to be clean. Which makes it so tough because I bomb every time I'm on that stage. And the second I start bombing, I want to start calling people fucks. Like that.
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
As anybody who listens to this podcast knows that clean comedy is for pussies. We've said that 100 times over.
There's a
name one good thing that's ever happened in Oregon.
I'll wait. There's a
comment below.
There's a dude that works the sound there, and he's there every time, and he's a fucking sweet guy. He's a nice guy. But he will rat on you.
Sound guys always are.
He will rat on you. Like I saw it happen the very first time I worked there. I was terrified about being clean because it was like this was one of the.
He'll rat on you for
yes.
Yes.
This was one of the first times that I was moving out here. This was one of the first gigs I got as I moved out here. And I go up. I'm terrified about being dirty and my whole career ending because I fucked up the first gig
in Oregon
that I did.
In Oregon.
I know, but the booker books a lot of shit. So it's
Oregon couldn't take you down now, though. I just want you to know that in your heart. Oregon couldn't take you down.
They wish. Okay. And so they would love to see Chase Myers hurt. All right,
they would fucking love it.
But impossible. All right, your boy's thriving over here. And so I do my stuff squeaky clean, crickets, right? Just no reaction. Is there even anybody in the room? Who knows? And so I do that. Next guy goes up. It's like this comic from San Francisco. And this is his first time working these gigs too. He's headlining it. And just F-bomb, just going. I was so confused because I was like, did he not read the itinerary? Like, what's going on? And I was like, okay. And the way the gig worked before all the COVID stuff, was you would do that show on Wednesday, Thursday you'd have off, and then there's a city like a couple hours away, Medford, Oregon, and you perform there Friday, Saturday. So that's the way it'd be pieced together. And so I was like, man, I can't believe he did that. Like, I guess it's okay. I called my roommate Travis because he's worked for that for
6'9".
Yeah, 6'9" Travis Nelson. And he was like, "Oh, dude, no, stay clean." He's like, "Trust me, that dude's gonna get it. I guarantee you." And I was like, "All right." And then I get
You
to,
can trust me. I'm 6'9".
I'm 6'9". I've never lied. Okay. I have. Let's just. So, Travis, I'm not phased by his height anymore because I've lived with him for a couple years. But the other day, like we were, our washer and dryer here in this apartment complex isn't like in our house. Like we have to walk to it or whatever. And he saw like a quarter on top of this like tall ass dryer, and that was the first time that I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I was like, "You have a completely different point of view than the rest of the world." Like I'd never even thought about seeing something up there. That's crazy. This dude's pulling 50 cents off the top of it. And he was like, "Yeah,
Travis is hilarious stuff.
yeah." He told me, he was like, "I see where people are balding on their head that they don't realize." Like I'm like, I'm always looking at the top of people's heads.
Does he ever tell, like, I'm bitchy? I would
You
want to
tell.
tell him, hey, you know what? You going bald.
You so bitchy.
How about that?
And so, dude's dirty, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll work with him on Friday. We don't see each other Thursday. We meet back up on Friday for the next gig, and he got his ass chewed out, and is like terrified at this show, and is like not funny anymore. He was funny for.
I was about to say the best comedy comes when you're terrified.
Yeah, he's not. He's
terrified.
I can see him thinking about what he's saying and trying not to get fired. And I'm pretty sure that was the last time he worked for this booker. Like I don't think he worked since then. That was 4 years ago. And that was like my first experience. So ever since then, I've been real. Like I play by the rules when I go there, but I usually don't have a good time. Like,
but I hate it.
I hate it, but I smile, and I try my best to entertain those people. They just don't want it from me. But so that's going to be my first live show. Is going back to the one place. Like if you're like, Chase, what's the one place you would not want to perform? I'd be like the Mill Casino in Coos Bay, Oregon. That is where I'm like, well, great.
Guess what?
You got 4 shows and 2 nights there. You ready? Think of
I'm just doing live comedy.
Yeah.
And I'm worried about I'm overly paranoid, I think, about COVID because of the kids.
No.
So even when stuff opens up, I'm not going to be rushing.
No, that's the smart way to go about it. That's not being overly optimistic. That's being smart about it, man. People are performing like not one of the clubs here in Seattle actually opened up this week and are doing like 40 people in the room, and everybody spread out.
Nate's doing a weekend in Nashville.
Who is?
Nate.
Oh, Josh, why must you hurt me?
Oh man, sorry.
Yeah, but no, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to go back out there and
to get back out and live your life,
live my life, and try to make these people laugh. That's all I want. Just the bar is so low for me going there. It's just if I can get any laughs, I'll be so happy. So guys, if anybody's listening to this is in that area, please come out.
Come to Oregon.
Come hang out, or tell the old person that you know that's retired there to come see me.
It'll be fun.
I'll hang out with them too. I don't mind. So Fox News has my whole family worked up right now. I'm in Seattle, and there's a big protest coming on here, right? Going on here, like there always is. This is a big protest city.
There should be.
And Fox News is reporting it like people are just out there just beating the dog shit out of each other. They're reporting it like these random people are just walking up and going like, "Look at that happy person right there. I'm gonna go punch him in his goddamn face. Watch me punch this person in his face." And after I get done with that, I'm gonna drag his body over to this company
and beat this lady with it.
I'm gonna beat this lady with this body, and then we're gonna go loot. We're gonna go loot a little bit and do that.
I'm gonna steal a TV.
My stepdad called me yesterday and was just like, "Man, I've been worried about you all day. Are you okay?" And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he was like, "I've seen all that crazy stuff over there, man. You got to be careful." Josh, I literally didn't know what he was talking about. I thought he was calling to be like, I thought he was worried that the cops beat my ass. Like, that's what I thought he was talking about. And I was like,
what was he? Wait. He thought The looters.
Yes. Yes. The Fox News is putting out there that we're burning Seattle to the ground. Like that's what's going on. I literally I had my mom, my stepdad, my stepmom, my sister hit me up. All of them hit me up like in the last day. Like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, are you okay? And Josh, this is literally what's going on there. They're having potlucks. There's like water set up for everybody with like medical tents and everything. And there's a big screen and they're watching documentaries
Fucking monsters.
on like that's what's going on. Like, yeah, they shut down that police department or whatever the fuck. Like, but that's what a protest is. Like, that's what happened. They didn't go in there with guns and chase the fucking cops out. They just huddled around it until cops got nervous and then they left. Like, that's all that happened. But if like,
good.
I couldn't believe it. Like, I literally had to tell him, I was like, guys, it is not like that. Like, yeah, of course, there's some people looting.
I thought looters were at my door.
Yeah, dude, watch out. All right, I'm worried about you down there. Are you okay? Like, obviously, there's people rioting. Obviously, there's people looting. Obviously, like, that's always going to be a thing. But, like, I can't tell you how little of that is actually happening. Yeah, so my stepdad calls me, and I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. No, you know, these fucking cops are out here tear gassing everybody and shit, and so, like, I'm trying to stay away from that, but I'm good. And I could hear it in his voice that was, like, not what he expected me to say. you're like, yeah, man, you know, them people are crazy. I'm like, yeah, the police are crazy. The police are beating people with batons right now. Like,
fucking murdering old men.
Yeah, bruh, that thing. And then our president,
he was returning a helmet. He has a helmet in his hand he's trying to give back to the cops. And the fucking president tweets out that he's an Antifa provocateur scanning cops' radios. It's fucking
That's what our president said. That's what our president said about an elderly man getting pushed to the ground and his head's bleeding.
And bleeding from his fucking head.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
That's fucking crazy, dude. I don't know. But I couldn't believe that was the narrative going on. Like, I tried to straighten them all out. I was like, dude, that's not what's going on. Like, obviously, there's going to be those situations. Like, yeah, I'm sure you're going to see somebody looting. You're going to see somebody fucking fighting or whatever. But overall, people are, like, singing and taking a knee and just wanting the world to change. Like, that's all that it is. I can't believe how divisive this shit has become.
It's how is it an argument or a stance? I just don't understand how it's. Yeah, how is this a divisive subject?
I'm just going to put in Michael Che's bit right now and let that get taken down. They're starting with matters. You trying to say they don't matter?
It's not even asking for much. Oh man, yeah.
I don't know, man. But one of my favorite things that's happening is I love watching a really rich person just fuck their life up.
Oh man,
I
like watching people fuck their lives up.
Oh, dude, I will say I have taken some joy in seeing people like the fucking CrossFit CEO go down. Like, oh, give me that all day. Put him at a podium. I want to hear him speak. I want to hear him try to talk his way out of it. Talk your way out of it, bro. Talk your way out of it. That is my favorite little part of all of this. Is whenever something like this happens, it exposes so much.
I really enjoy that. I love watching one of my favorite things are the videos of people being stupid or racist. Because they always have the exact same, like, they do something racist, and then they're getting filmed, and then they say, I don't give a fuck, put it on Facebook, who fucking cares? And then they say something racist, and then it goes on Facebook, and then they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean any of that.
I know, dude.
It was so taken, and then they're fired.
People that,
immediately.
Bruh, the internet just needs to see, like, your elbow. And they will figure out who you are and where you work, where your mama stay. Like, dude, all of that will come out.
Man, if there is a video of somebody doing some racist shit on Twitter, like the first 3 comments are their name, address, and social security number underneath. People just fucking immediately.
Dude, yeah.
And, like, I'm seeing a lot of the people. There was a FedEx driver kneeled on a guy's neck and yelled at protesters. This is what happens if you don't comply. Behind a Trump Confederate flag, and he just screamed it and screamed it and screamed it. And like before the sun went down that same day, he was fired, and he was like a FedEx guy that had been there for 20 years or some shit, I think. But like, I mean, before the sun went down, him and everybody around him was fired. They burned their house and pissed on their graves and beat the shit out of them.
That's my favorite. That's just my favorite fucking thing.
My favorite though right now my favorite byproduct of racists being emboldened right now is that there's a lot of videos of people getting hit that didn't know they could get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it's the best shit ever.
Yeah, you saw...
There's a video going...
Go ahead, tell it.
The Arizona lady?
Yeah, I think so. Lady? Pretty sure in the convenience store or whatever.
Yeah!
Yeah! She wasn't ready.
Some white lady in Arizona is yelling at a Native American girl that's checking out a gas station that she has to go back to Mexico. And the guy filming her is like, whoa! And she turns around and she gets right at the camera. She goes, I told her that I'm not going to take for that. You're not going to call me a bitch. So you're going to leave and she's going to leave. And that's what's going to happen now. And I was like, oh, dude, she's going to get hit. It's coming. And then the girl argues with her and tries to walk away. And the lady grabs her arm to stop her from leaving. And the girl swung around and just slapped the shit out of her. And then the 2 seconds after being hit and the realization is the most beautiful part.
I love that.
Of any video ever, because she just
stunned. Can you imagine?
Dude, I fucking love it.
Why would you hit me when I'm berating you in public and being racist? Why on earth would you slap me after I physically grabbed you? What kind of world are we living in now? That's the thing too. Is that lady didn't learn shit. She still thinks she was right, and that's what's crazy about that, dude.
There's a video of a lady spitting on a girl, spits on her, and then doesn't understand why she got hit. Because she got punched in the face for spitting on somebody. That's the oldest law of nature. Talk shit, get hit, dude. I mean, say it. That's fine. You can say it if you want, but you might get fucking hit for it. You deserve it, and it's beautiful, and it fucking makes my dick hard, and I love it.
Dude, yes.
Pieces of shit.
I love when your dick's hard, bro. When Josh's
I'll send you a clip.
When Josh's dick's hard, that means injustices are being taken care of.
Views go up, injustices are squashed, and world peace abounds. Oh shit, is that a sunset? Josh's dick must be hard.
Oh, all things are right in the world for a moment.
Did they stop shooting arrows at us? Is that a white flag? They're calling truce? Josh's dick is hard. Solving world problems.
How about that NASCAR idiot?
Dude, fuck your feelings. Hold on, wait. I do want to tell you one more video before we switch to the NASCAR, dude. I'll send it to you so you can put the clip in.
Oh, boy.
There's these 2 kids driving a Power Wheel, like a Jeep Power Wheel through a park, right? Mm-hmm. And this old lady.
Oh, I've seen that too.
But she straight up says about children with a fucking Power Wheel that's run on a 9-volt battery. She's concerned because you got little kids driving it, and I don't even think they have driver's license. It's fucking...
yeah, I saw that video too. That is hilarious.
The mom jumps up, and she just starts beating the dog shit out of this lady. And she takes a pack of batteries and just fucking waylays her, dude. Just mollywops.
I must have turned the video off right before that. I missed.
Oh yeah, dude! If you
gotta stay to the
beats her.
If you post videos like that,
watch till the end with the
That's what I'm saying. When you post videos, like you gotta say wait to the end.
If it says wait to the end, somebody's getting beat to death with a battery.
Yeah, for sure.
Every time. Okay, so NASCAR.
Oh, NASCAR dude, yeah.
Flag, and this driver is going to quit because of it. Good, go cry, you pussy. I don't know what, like...
Who gives it? Yeah, fuck you, go. My favorite thing that's been going around today is that...
quit your job. Yeah, good.
My favorite thing that's been going around about him today is that he's never won a race. And so...
So he's not even good at it?
Yeah, he's like one of the worst NASCAR... I think he was like 28th or something. Like, I don't even know how NASCAR works, but I think he was like 28th ranked or some shit. And we have as many wins in NASCAR as he does.
Everybody knows. Everybody who's ever done comedy knows that one comedian that's never been booked on anything and retires and makes a big speech about retiring, even though they've never been booked on anything ever. This dude is
There
doing
he
it because
is.
of the fucking Confederate flag.
There he
Good,
is.
eat shit, you fucking asshole. Who cares? Go sit at home and cry about it. You big bitch.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's so fucking crazy.
My dog died this week.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna try not to get too crazy about this, but dude, in the last month, all right, so 2 weeks, like a month ago, Annie passed away,
Right.
and Annie had been my dog since 2006. She was my first dog, and I loved her more than I love 90% of the people in the world. And then 2 weeks after Annie passed, that last weekend, Lou passed away. Our our Mastador, our big old Louis Tiberius Ferrigno. He was 8, and so he's gone. Sorry, I thought I could joke about it without getting sad. Still,
No, man, you've lost 2 dogs in like 3 weeks, man. That's
yeah. So 2 weeks after Annie dies, Lou dies, and that is 2 weeks before my birthday, my 40th birthday. So,
I mean, at least you look that good at 40, though.
thanks, buddy.
Look at that.
But I do want to say, I thought I could joke. I didn't mean to get heavy. I thought I could make some jokes about it, but I'm still, like, honestly, I'm still just really sad
Of
about
course.
it. But on the plus side, Lou was really big and he startled easy and he would snap. So, like, the kids couldn't sleep in the bed with us because if they rolled over and hit Lou, it'd scare him. And, you know, he was 160 pounds. So there was always,
He ain't shit
like,
to me, though.
he ain't shit to me.
I used to rough
There's
Lou up.
always like there's always like a tension, and since he passed now, Henry, my 2-year-old, sleeps in the bed with us every night. And when Zoe wakes up in the morning, she just comes downstairs and gets in the bed with me and plays her tablet until we wake up. And dude, that's literally the best thing that's ever happened in my entire life.
Yeah, that's adorable.
Is everybody sleeping in the bed together, and like I get the man, I don't know. So I'm sad that he's gone, but I get, like, literally my dream is for Zoe, like, my kids in my bed sleeping all in a big pile. I don't know, man. It's the greatest thing in the world. So, and the other plus that's come out of that is now we're looking to, like, we're gonna take a couple weeks to heal and adjust, and 15 minutes after he was gone, we're like, we need a dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never known y'all without a dog.
People, dude. We've never not had a dog.
Yeah.
The entire time we've been together, we've always had at least 2 dogs. We had 3 for a while. But now we're looking to adopt, and we want something real gentle. So we're looking at golden retrievers, and they're like the if you watch a movie about like perfect 1950s families, it's always golden retrievers. You know, like they're the American dream dog or whatever.
Back when it was great.
Because they're so gentle, and so there's not a lot of them in shelters. And I looked up to like see how much you could get. They're like $3,000 for the fucking dog, and they don't do math, and they don't clean, they don't do nothing, just $3,000. But so we've been looking at dogs, and adopting dogs is a lot more than I thought. I thought it would, like, you go to a big place where they're all in a cage, you're like, hey, I'll take that one, and they're like, yeah, here, and it's not anymore.
That's how I thought it works.
Nah, dude, I've had to fill out applications to meet them. You have to fill out applications to meet dogs, and I didn't know that's how it went, but you know, you fill out and then they meet you, and sometimes they come and check your home to like see if it's a good environment or fit for their home. And I didn't know there was all that to it. And it went from like I'm typing out the emails and filling out these adoption applications, and it goes from me being mad that I have to do all this shit to like trying to word it right because I want to meet this dog, so I want to stand out. So I'm like, we have a very friendly environment, and our backyard is roomy with a fence, and there's creek. Like
you're making a dog dating profile.
Dude, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I Googled things to say in adoption applications to make your house and stuff stick out. And I used those phrases. I
Absolutely.
fucking tricked all of them. And
I'm
there
getting
was a
all the
dog.
dogs.
I'm getting all of them, dude. Oh, and that's been a problem too. Is like, let's just get one or two and see how. And then
Let's get two and
I
see
look
how
at
it goes.
dude, if I look at a page of 40 dogs, I want all 40 of the dogs.
I know.
Give me all of the dogs. And I just before we started recording, I had filled out an application to adopt this dog named Bruno, like my German.
Adorable.
He is a foxhound boxer mix, and he was used as a bait dog, so he's got scars and had a rough life. So we were like, hey, let's give him a great, let's adopt this dog who's had a shit life to start and give him let him have an awesome time. And then right before we started recording, I got the email that somebody else adopted him first.
Aw.
And I was way sadder than I thought I would be about it. And like, what did we do wrong? What did I say wrong? Why don't he love me, man? Why don't he want me? Put in that clip of Fresh Prince.
This is a no clip week, okay? I need a week off.
But it's been really
I
fun
fucking
to
love
look
that clip
around
though,
to
by the
adopt
way.
dogs.
If we could take a moment to talk about that.
One of the best things I've ever seen.
Twice a year I'll pull it up and cry.
Yeah, for sure. Will Smith is one of those people that I love anything he does. I'll see movies, I'll watch a TV show, I'll listen to his albums. I love the dude.
Did you
he's
hear?
Awesome. He's hilarious, wholesome.
Did you hear this wholesome? That's what we're looking for over here. We're looking for wholesome people. Did you?
He never. I do want to say, like we say that jokingly, but for real, around the turn of the century when Getting Jiggy with It and all came out, and Eminem was real big, and everybody attacked him for still being clean, and he never addressed it. He just fucking kept doing what he does, and I don't know. I respect that a lot. That he was getting hit by everybody around that time. But if you watch TRL, they shit on Will Smith every goddamn day, dude. Carson Daly and Eminem would be like, all right, coming in to number 9. Oh, by the way, fucking Will Smith always clean. And like, dude, it hurt my heart to hear it every day. They'd ask people, guess, they'd be like, what do you think about Will Smith? And if it's not fuck him, why not? And then everybody'd be like, nah, fuck him. It was sad. It was a sad time for Big Will.
I kind of remember some of that.
Might not have been that dramatic, but I did like that he kind of stuck with it.
Yeah, I mean,
now when I was 19 and he was clean, I was like, pussy, I'm not listening to this.
Yeah, whenever you have all the houses that he has, none of that criticism. Because what are you gonna say? He did it the wrong way?
I guess.
Oh, am I doing it wrong? Is there something?
No, I guess, yeah.
Am I losing right now? Is that what I did? I really just fuck myself by being clean for all that time? Did you hear? You heard he just was on Joyner Lucas' song? Did you hear that? Do you know anything about that?
No.
So this
rapper,
Joyner Lucas, a couple months ago, put out a song called "Will," and it's just,
and it's the Fresh Prince video.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. Yeah, you saw that going around.
I saw about it, but I didn't watch it. I didn't know Will was in it.
Yeah, so
Will, like
initially he wasn't. Our buddy Will wasn't in it, but they did a remix, and Will Smith's got a verse on the remix, and he goes off like it's good. Like it's a it's you should look it up. Like he really goes in, and I think he even kind of talks on some of the things you were just talking about. If I only listened to it twice, but
he's a good rap. Like he's a good rapper, man. I
used to have that album with Brand New Funk on it.
He was just on Sway's show.
Yeah.
And they did they asked him to just do Brand New Funk, and dude, he
really
nailed it. Yeah. I was about to say, you put the clip in.
Stop. Sometimes we could just talk about it.
Nah, dude, now that I know that's available to me, that's all I want.
Why are we even talking? Just put up all of our favorite videos.
Just all clips, dude. Just all the stuff, YouTube videos we watched this week. That's the podcast. It has been cool though to see people have been watching and listening to the show.
Yeah, man. I've been getting nothing but love. So
I didn't know sometimes I forget that we're like I forget that we're on video sometimes, and I just scratch my balls or lean over and shit in the chair.
People
Just
like when you do that, though. I've gotten notes.
They love that?
They're like, it's real
Good.
genuine. You know, like, because they're the people listening, you got to remember, like, their balls itch too, you know? And so whenever they're watching their favorite.
Vaginas.
Or vaginas.
Their balls or labias itch.
Vaginas get very itchy. We know that, okay?
I've heard.
I know about women. That's been established.
Yeah, go back to episode 1.
Go back to episode 1 and hear me just talking about way too many of them.
I obviously understand women because I have children with one, so clearly I get it.
There it is. But no, they go, hey, my genitals are so itchy. It's nice to see my hero also has itchy balls. And you know what? He's not scared to scratch them on a YouTube
like
show.
One of you, just more handsome, masculine, and muscular.
But other than that,
just like one of you. So I've been dying to tell you this, and it's been really hard to not text you during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Michelle and I had a rainbow baby, a baby that we lost in between our two, and it was a really hard thing. And I have a friend that I went to high school with that paints, and she does, like, I don't know if you call it interpretive painting. I don't know what you would call it. Weird.
That's what it is.
But I paid her to make me
abstract.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go with abstract. I can listen to the story better if I think it's abstract.
She interviewed me about what I felt and like what it, like we talked for a little while, and then she just painted based off of that.
Damn.
And she brought the painting over one day and was helping me hang it. And she had done from the ultrasound, she had done a heartbeat in wire.
Oh wait, I've seen this. Haven't I? I've seen this.
Yeah, you've seen it. It's in the living room.
Yeah.
And she hangs the painting up, and I get emotional because the heartbeat is there, and we have 2, but if I could have 40 kids, I would be happy to. So, I was sad, and she takes my hand, and she tells me, have I ever told you that sometimes I get messages from the other side? And I don't... She's joking, right? Like, I'm friends with comedians and people that don't talk to ghosts, so that's... She's just messing with me, right? Or like, this would come up earlier than right now, right? If you could... This should have come up...
If I could talk to dead people...
for 2 weeks.
If I could talk to dead people, that's the first thing I'm saying to everybody.
I walk into a store, I'm like, hey, yo, I talk to dead people. Everybody in here.
Hey, your grandma's disappointed in you. Your grandma don't like how
you ain't never gonna be shit.
Your auntie is not happy with what you became. I'll tell you that.
So, and she gives me a message from...
Yeah, the fucking... can I jump in real quick on this? I know you're telling like a serious story, but fuck this lady. Fuck this lady. How dare you try to do that right now? Oh, I know this is a very emotional moment for you, and I can see that you're worked up, and you paid for this art to have this commemorate this moment.
A lot.
But I thought that I should dump some shit on you right quick. I know you never met this kid, but I have. Me, this random fucking lady, I have. Okay.
All right. All of the mediums, like the Long Island medium, and all of them are scam artist pieces of shit that take advantage of people who are going through something and need hope.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
No, that's
right.
A
lot of people look at it as they give other people hope. But if they were just giving you hope, they wouldn't charge you so much for it. They're scam artists who con people that are grieving and take advantage of people when they're hurting and the most vulnerable and fuck every one of them. Now, her telling me this here, when she tells me, and she gives me, he's at peace and like, just a platitude, but just he's at peace. He wants you to know that he's okay and blah, blah, blah. And okay. She didn't say, now give me $100 for that. So I was like, I convinced myself that she was genuinely trying to make me feel better, which, okay, like, it's, It's pretty fucked up if you really think about it that you're telling me you're talking to my dead baby. But okay. But now she has a podcast where guests can pay to be on it, and she will, and she will communicate or pass a message on.
Bro, we gotta get in on this racket. What in the fuck? How are we?
Just a girl in Denham Springs, Louisiana, is charging people.
We should be doing this. That's what I just heard. I don't understand how we're not telling people what their grandmas have said and getting them to pay us. You can do that forever.
Dude, hey.
It's endless.
Kevin, I know you're listening to this podcast right now, and your grandma wants you to know that even though you're sad she's gone, she's in a better place. And she's happy, and she's at peace, and her body doesn't hurt anymore, and she's reunited with her grandfather. Now give me $200.
Jennifer, I feel your pain, okay? And I want you to know your brother feels your pain too. But he doesn't want you to hurt anymore. He told me that. He made sure, he woke me up in the middle of the night, and he said, please, please tell my sister Jennifer that I'm okay. And Jennifer, I'm here to tell you, you're okay. And he's okay. And that'll be $10,000. Bless you.
Your father told me, Rachel, your father reached out to me last night in a dream, and he told me that he's stuck in purgatory, and he can't get into the gates of heaven unless you give me $7,000. He can see them, but he can also feel the flames of hell licking at his toes because his daughter is a whore. No. Maybe edit that one out. But I tried to listen to a little bit of it, and okay, now they're all scam artists, but like I can't remember the guy's name. The South Park did an episode about him crossing over. The guy that did Crossing Over.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember either. But okay.
Whatever. There is a science to reading people to do that, and like a technique behind it that is very interesting and
manipulative.
Oh, very. But yeah. But she is not.
She doesn't even have that. Is that what you're saying?
It's not even that, dude. It's just. Well, she says the cancer doesn't hurt anymore because she's dead. You're like, well, yeah.
Well, yeah, I knew that. I knew when I came in that cancer wasn't torturing her in heaven. I knew that.
And she wants you to just keep praying and stay strong. And she says that you need to buy my book to help you find the peace.
Dude,
and it makes me fucking sick.
Let's get in on this. Let's go. We need to have a crossover podcast with this lady.
The best thing is
tell her I'm gonna send her an email and invite her to come over here so we can talk to her. Like I'm gonna do it for her. I'm gonna go look.
You can talk to my parents that you killed in episode 1.
I'm gonna email her. I said, look, I talk to dead people all the time. I talk to Josh's parents. I talk to Charlie Murphy. One day I'm gonna talk to Conor McGregor's bitch ass. After he's dead from me beating the dog shit out of him. It don't stop, Connor. I saw you retired. Oh, scary ass. Oh, scary ass. I start calling you out. The millions of people put some pressure on you, and you go hide in your house. All right? Guess what? God. Ain't no house big enough to protect you from me, bruh. I'm coming.
There ain't no wall you could build that could keep you safe from these Duckets, son. Woo, Connor. Man, your mansions ain't gonna keep your soul safe from this ass whooping. Believe that.
Oh, but I'm gonna email her. I'm gonna say, look, I'm gonna get all these people together, and we want to talk. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna talk to your grandmother. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna put her at ease. I'm just gonna do all of her shit back at her, and then I'm gonna charge her.
She hates what you're doing. She says it's disgusting, and they make fun of you in heaven.
Your grandmother told me that there's no way to talk to dead people.
They clown your ass every day.
She told me that you can't talk to dead people. You can't do that. Your grandmother told me that.
In a dream. She came to me in a vision.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The best part of that is I thought I was doing this like big, huge, sweet gesture for my wife, and I had this painting, and it was several hundreds of dollars
Mm-hmm.
for this, and it's a big, fancy painting, and she doesn't, she doesn't like it. She's like, I don't. What is it?
What even is this?
And I'm like, our son painted that from the grave.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'm not giving that any kind of plug, even to
Oh
as a
no,
joke.
not at all.
But I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'd love to check it out.
Off mic. It's fucking gross. It's gross.
Fuck.
How long have we been going?
We're at an hour, man.
What else you want? We got one more. What else we got?
I think I might have ran through all
What
my
else? What else happening? Anything
What
new?
what else is going on? Let's see.
Hey, our favorite conspiracy guy is back at it. Our dance man.
Yeah, run through it. Remind people who he is, and let's hear what he's up
We
to.
posted a few videos of a dancer, conspiracy theorist.
What was that, episode 2? Maybe, I think episode 2 we put that in. I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was one of the first clips
Yeah.
ever. You can put a clip in right here. He's the guy who's he believes that 5G is caused by the government, and it's what caused coronavirus, or corona's not real, whatever day it is, depending. He one time posted a picture of a dead bird next to a telephone pole as proof that 5G as proof that 5G is killing people. He's like, this dead bird that's in the road, dead, definitely is dead from that, and not the neck broke or the tire mark over it from being run over in the road. Anyway, he posted this big long rant about how Bill Gates is selling microchips to whatever, and then he won't be chipped, and now he's saying the aliens are coming. That's his big new rant. But my favorite one though is he posted the other day that he had to go pick up the medicine his grandmother needs.
Oh,
he put in capitals that she needs. And then he said, when I went there, they tried to make me wear a mask and check my temperature. And I tell you what, that's not the America. And then he just goes on like a 6-paragraph rant about how he's not going to go in there and get.
I'll let my grandma die. My grandma will not get her meds. And Too bad, Grandma. America's over. You don't get your meds.
I'm not wearing a mask. I don't care about your heart medicine. Suck it up.
That motherfucker better not put on a seatbelt. Like, you better rip all the seatbelts out of your car. You better take any safety precaution that has been forced upon you. You better take all that shit out.
Now I'm stuck though, and I'm stuck in the conundrum of
you keeping him.
He gets dumber with like everything, and I always want to rip on him for it because he gets me all cheesed off.
Ooh, again, twice,
dude. Gets me cheesed the hell right up. Gets me cheesed the HE double hockey sticks off. Yo. All right, I said it.
Dude, don't spell so harsh.
That. He gets me cheesed off, but I can't comment like, "Hey, bro, did your grandma get her medicine?" Because I don't want him to block me. Because then I can't make fun of him to my friend on a podcast.
Nah, we need to keep this going. We need to keep the little updates on this guy going.
So what are you gonna do this next week before the next episode?
What am I doing? I'm going hiking Sunday.
You're just gonna go to the
Nah,
woods?
You know a girl's involved. I'm not hiking on my own.
I knew that. I wanted the Duckets out there to know that.
And yeah, I'm going to play golf. I'm going to play golf tomorrow. I played golf twice in the last week.
With Travis?
Yeah, Travis. Yeah, we have a friend Travis Elkin that's from Louisiana, and his wife is very successful.
He gave us the buttweed.
And the buttweed dude. And his wife's very successful. She's a doctor, and he's up here just mooching and living on her. She's allowing him to live on her couch until she realizes
one
he ain't
of my
worth
favorite
shit.
stories about Travis is to punish me for being for not liking John Cena at the time. Travis messaged me. He was like, "Hey, dude, I've got second row seats to go see Raw in New Orleans. You can come for free. The only stipulation is you have to wear the John Cena gear that I buy for you to give to you." So I'm like, "Oh, so you'll give me the $200 ticket if I wear the $150 of merch for free too?" Yeah, all right. And sat in second row, living my fucking dream, watching Raw and loving it. And it's one of the reasons I love Travis. He entertained himself so hard laughing that I was wearing a Cena shirt. He was taking pictures of it.
Yeah.
Like, look at it. Ah! Fucking loved it. To his joy now, there's a commercial for the TV show Total Bellas. Is it Total Bellas? Yeah, Total Bellas. That whenever it airs on E, I am in the commercial because it's like, hey, show that fat guy with a beard giving a thumbs down. It's just me in the crowd giving a thumbs down, but I'm wearing a Cena shirt, so it's immortalized.
Yeah, they played you a lot on that. Like, you've popped up in a couple WWE things because of that shot. And what's funny is
they know where the money is.
Well, what's funny is they always show it in like a positive way about John Cena, and they don't realize that you're like how much you don't like John Cena, and you're actually doing thumbs down while
this wasn't. But I will tell you, I hate John Cena, but he just donated $1 million to some Black Lives Matter like charities and organizations, and the dude has granted more Make-A-Wishes than anybody. He's even granting Make-A-Wishes during the pandemic, like putting masks on and going to visit kids that were terminal because he's a goddamn hero. So I'll boo him in ring, but dude's a hero.
I still boo him in life. Shirt. Every time I see him, I still boo him.
If I
tell you, he ain't impressed me with shit.
Boo!
Oh, boo!
Did I say on the podcast that I met him in the Detroit airport?
Yeah.
And he just stood there for 15 minutes while I looked for a pen. Real nice dude. Whole time I was talking shit. I don't even really want the autograph. You're just gonna wait here though. I don't care. You ain't nothing to me.
Yeah, I like Travis though, Travis Elkins, because he's like that. He'll just, if he wants to have a good time, he'll pay for everything, take you out. Like he's one of the best dates you could have. Like,
for sure.
Yeah, he's down to do shit. Like it's him, you know. Hey, you want to go play golf? And next thing I know, we're playing golf every week now because he's just a good friend.
He used to do a character. He did stand up as a character, Travis from Longville.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one of the first open mics I ever went to. He headlined it, and I thought it was the funniest shit I'd ever seen in my life. And he didn't break character for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw him at several shows before I realized that he was doing a character, and now he's just my friend Travis, but I like the character better.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I miss Travis from Longville. It's way better that way. He kind of got. He was very early, so that Travis from Longville character is it's a liberal redneck, is what it is.
Yeah,
and he was doing that 10 years ago. And now every fucking asshole on Facebook is doing some version of I'm the liberal redneck type thing. But yeah, he was. Did you just point to yourself? Is that what you just did?
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's wrap this shit up.
All right. Hey, out there in Duckets land, it's been fun. Tune in next week. Same Ducket time, same buckets of channels.
Couldn't be said better. Guys, thank y'all so much for listening, man. Make sure you go subscribe, review 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Let them know that you love the show. Tell a friend about us. We're going to keep cranking these out every week. Make sure you look us up on YouTube so you can see how pretty we are.
We're beautiful.
All the things we got, some big projects coming up, some big plans. We're looking to add. We're looking to add to some stuff. You know, you'll find out more.
And expand our channel and our brand.
Exactly, rebranding now. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. See you next week.
It's been a blast.